With that, how about we divide the groups into two each? Dan can take two, I can take two, and then we can scan. So in terms of scanning, to start off with, the various ways that you can start off with scanning, I'll just keep it a lot simpler. Suprasternal notch, you basically hold the ultrasound flush to it, right in the midline, bright white circular outline, complete blackout over there. You know, do you want to go over there? Are you?
I'm in faculty.
Oh, you're faculty?
Yeah.
Come.
It's okay, sir. I'm just...
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Bright white outline over there with a complete dark shadow over there. Basically, only one structure in the center of the neck which can look like that. That's your trachea. As I'll reduce the depth a little bit.
Thyroid evidence.
Thyroid isthmus. When you're on an ITU unit, what you want to scan up and down the trachea for is the part where the isthmus is really narrow, where you can go in with your needle and form a percutaneous tracheostomy. The other thing that you're looking for specifically is any blood vessel which would appear pulsatile or on the color flow would have a color of red or blue. If there's an aberrant thyroid artery, you don't want to put in a needle blindly. The models today have got pristine necks and good sonar anatomy. Before this, we were scanning somebody who had a nice aberrant thyroid artery going over there, which was nice and pulsatile. The logic is for somebody like that, you would want to prefer them to maxillofacial so that they can perform a surgical tracheostomy. Now, as I scan above, what's going to happen is this circular nature of the tracheal cartilages is going to start changing. Do me a favor, Jim, just extend your neck for me, please.
Any vessels here that could for that you can put the colour on.
So look at that. Let's increase the gain a little bit. That's changed. And that's become a lot more signet ring shaped. And that's your cricoid cartilage. If you can't see it very well and you're going with the eye of faith, don't worry, because in the parasagittal view, I'll be able to show you a lot more convincing image of the
So
cricoid.
tell me why there isn't a black...
So this white area is basically a reflection artifact here.
Okay.
And that's something which is an ultrasound generated artifact. And as you continue to scan up, what happens is the morphology of the cartilage changes and it becomes a lot more acute, which is the thyroid cartilage over there. In order to identify the structures a lot clearer, hold the probe, bang on the midline, just move a little off to the lateral side, either right or left, and tilt the probe into it. So let's reduce the depth a little bit more. Just there. Now before you start identifying structures, try and get a better view of your orientation. So, to the right is caudal, to the left is cephalad. Just there, what you see is a string of pearls appearance. Those are tracheal rings. It's a bright white string, and you can see these pearly structures around it. Those are basically tracheal ring cartilages. Just at the end of that string of pearls, just there, you can see this one large pearl right there, which is basically the cricoid cartilage. So like I said, on the longitudinal appearance, the cricoid cartilage looks a lot clearer. As you go higher up, just there, you will see the thyroid cartilage come into view, a lot clearer. Just right there. That area there is your cricothyroid membrane. Okay. What you can do is using the M mode, which is nothing but the midpoint of the ultrasound, identify the midpoint of the cricothyroid membrane and throw a little line over there. And what you can then do is using the transverse point, identify the midline of the trachea and throw a line over here. The point where the two lines intersect is where you go in with your needle. Okay. So we've identified structures for tracheostomy referral. We've identified the cricothyroid membrane. Now to look for pneumothorax, what you do is you get some gel. Hold it longitudinally over the trachea in order to try and open up the intercostal spaces. Again, bright white structure, outline with a complete cutoff of any ultrasound rays. That's your rib. As you walk off it, you walk into the intercostal space. if you focus on this zone over here, you will see two membranes moving on top of each other. That's the visceral and the parietal flora sliding off each other. And intermittently, if you just focus here, you will see these rays of light pass through, which are basically comet tail appearances. It's nothing but the visceral and the parietal flora sliding off each other and air reflecting through that. What happens in the pneumothorax is that you have a cushion of air which lodges in between these two pleura, which means that they separate. So what you will get is a complete absence of these comet tails coming through. And the relationship between the visceral and the parietal flora becomes very static rather than dynamically sliding over each other. Want to have one?
Yeah, please.